Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be you have them concerned and anxious. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you have them concerned and anxious. Okay, I need y'all to understand something. This means that you are quite intriguing. Yes, sir. This means that you are an interesting person. Yes, sir. And this means that people see you as significant, right? They see you as a person of value, all right? Now, on the flip side of this, y'all, people get concerned and anxious with you also because they no longer have control over you. Okay, they no longer can manipulate you. And oftentimes, y'all, I talk about how, people want to dim your light. But listen, y'all, you got a light that's so bright, people just attract to it. Okay, not only because they want to dim it, but because they want something from it. Okay, but because they need something from it. And so with that being said, y'all, a lot of people would be concerned about you. They anxious of what you're doing and who you're doing it with, right? Because they want a piece of the pie. All right, somebody drop in the comments and say you can't have none. They want a piece of the pie. They want a piece of you. This is why people attach themselves to you. Why? Because you are an independent person. You don't need too many people. You don't really need nobody but the Most High. Okay, and so people attach themselves to you. This makes people concerned and anxious about what you're doing. Okay, who you're doing it with, what you're listening to, what podcast you listening to. All right, where you're going. They're trying to get the inside scoop. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? This makes people concerned and anxious about you, all right? But with that being said, y'all, in this video, we're going to speak about, why people are concerned and anxious about you or with you, y'all, okay? But with that being said, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, chosen ones. Number one, unusual response. Okay, that's number one, y'all. Unusual responses. All right, Reno, what does that mean? This means that to them, you have not been acting normal. To them, this means that you have not been, acting like yourself. To them, right? And the reason why I keep saying to them is because in our culture, y'all, people don't want us to grow. People don't want us to change. All right, y'all. Most time people don't want to see your growth because they have already labeled you, who you were in their minds. So they don't care if you became an astronaut. You always gonna be little Junior from the back room. Okay, you gonna always be little TT. All right, you gonna always be, little Craig. All right, I'm just being honest, y'all. You're gonna always be that person who they have labeled you once before in their minds. This is why they can't see your growth. This is why they can't, support you when you open up a business. This is why. But sticking to the, the case in point, y'all, you have unusual responses. Okay, so oftentimes, y'all, we come from families who have abuse. They're very abrasive. All right. Not just only physical abuse, but like emotional abuse, all right, mental abuse, the abuse that nobody can see, right? But the abuse that people can feel when they can join or, get in a relationship with you or begin to have a conversation with you. They can feel it because you have this trauma. You have, this type of behavior that kind of triggers you just by talking about certain conversations. Y'all see what I'm saying? And so you have to understand something. You are now normalizing walking away from abuse. All right, everybody drop in the comments and say walk away from abuse. Okay, because we come from a community and a culture to where if you decide to want better, then you're acting like you're better than me, right? If you decide to walk away from us, then you're not getting out the mud with us, or you're not, going through the struggle with us. Why would I want to go through the struggle with y'all? Why would I want to put my kids through this, right? Why would I want to allow myself to continuously go through emotional trauma, emotional abuse, all right? And so with that being said, y'all, you have unusual responses, all right? Let me break that down for you. So let's just say, you have family members, right? And within your family, you always knew how to deal with them. And sometimes you probably took more than you should have, right? You probably took more of their miles. You probably allowed them to disrespect you. You probably allowed them to say certain things to you that they really should not be saying, but since they were family, you was like, I'm gonna let them slide. It's family, right? It's all good. She my family. It's cool, right? And so what happened was this time you decided to say, hey, don't talk to me like that. Well, to them, that is an unusual response. You ain't acting like yourself today, right? Why are you acting abnormal? This is when people begin to start trying to make it seem as if you are crazy. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I ain't crazy, right? This is what happens, y'all, when a person have gotten used to disrespecting you. They have gotten used to talking to you any type of way. They have gotten used to it, right? This is normal behavior for them. And so what happens is, y'all, when you decide to say, nah, I'm cool on that, right? When you decide to say I'm cool on that, they're like, nah, you ain't cool on this. You need this, all right? And if you don't allow me to do this to you, you acting funny. You acting weird, okay? So you have given them some type of unusual response, and this caused them to be concerned with you, anxious about what you got going on, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, you concerned for no reason, right? Because there's nothing wrong with you. You are not crazy. All right, you are not overreacting. That is a big one, okay? Because people tend to use that while they are gaslighting you. You overreacting. You can't take no joke. You so serious. No, it's not that I'm overreacting. I can't take no joke and I'm so serious. It's the fact that I would not allow you to talk to me any type of way. I would not allow you to disrespect me. I would not allow you to come into my space and make me feel uncomfortable. Peace is everything. Drop that in the comments as well, y'all. Somebody drop in the comments and say peace is everything, okay? Because it is. And so if you are coming into my life making me feel, chaos, or the chaos that you are going through in your own head, then you are disturbing my peace, right? But once again, y'all, your unusual response, that is what makes them feel the need to be concerned and anxious with you and what you have going on, right? You need to go check on Charles, because I don't know what Charles got going on. Yeah, Charles is, he acting funny. He acting weird. Keisha over there acting weird. We need to see what's going on with her. No, you ain't acting funny. You ain't acting weird, right? But you got them concerned and anxious about you because you've been giving them unusual responses. They feel like you're acting abnormal, but in actuality, you are only growing, all right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, it's okay to grow, all right? If y'all was picking up what I'm putting down, let's go ahead and get to the second one, y'all. Number 2, you can't be calculated, right? You cannot be calculated. And so what that simply means is, y'all, it don't matter how much they try to, calculate your moves, or it don't matter how much they try to measure you out or see exactly what you have going on. It don't matter what they do or what they say or how they do it, y'all. You just can't be calculated. And so this makes them overly concerned with you, and this makes them overly anxious about you, right? And so, I was watching the movie, and I know for a fact ain't nobody gonna get it. So if y'all want to guess it, y'all can, but I'm telling you, you probably won't know this one. I only know one person who played in this movie, and this is the guy who played on Stump the Yard. It's the black dude who played Grant. I think his name was Grant or Greg, right? I want to say Grant, but the point is, he plays in this movie, and his wife was still messing with her baby daddy, right? That's about all I know. But what I'm saying is that in the midst of her messing with her baby daddy, she had him calculated. Like, she knew what he was going to do, what time you go to work, all right? What time he get back from work, right? She kind of just paid attention to his everyday routine. How many of y'all are going through, what my man was going through in the movie, when a person is sitting here calculating or even trying to calculate your everyday routine? They're trying to pay attention to your patterns, all right? Your habits. Yes, y'all, we are creatures of habits. We are. And so with that being said, y'all, when a person can't calculate you, you're going to see how concerned and anxious they are with you. Because people going to call your phone. People going to try to text you. All right, people going to try to check in. Y'all remember when we spoke about check-in friends and family. People who come in and then they come out because they want to see exactly how good you're doing and what you're not doing, and all these different unnecessary things. Reno, what is your point? The point is, y'all, you can't be calculated. All right, you're private. Okay, you are a mystery, and you are allowing yourself to, stay away from the foolery. You are not allowing yourself to be calculated. And see, this is why it is important to know. You don't gotta understand how to play chess, but you gotta know the fundamentals of chess, y'all. Life is chess. Listen, y'all, we playing chess, not checkers. Okay, everything is calculated. See, here's the thing, y'all. In order for them to not to be able to calculate you, you got to know how to calculate everything in your life. In order for them to not be able to calculate you, you got to know how to calculate everything in your life, which means you got to understand how and how not to move. Yeah, y'all, you got to understand how and how not to move. Reno, what are you saying right now? Once again, y'all, people will pay attention to your patterns. People will pay attention to your habits. People will pay attention to your whole routine. And next thing you know, y'all, they'll be moving all around you. They know what time you go to work. They know what time you get off. They know when you go in the room and when you come out the room. They know that you go to Tiffany treat shop, right? Tiffany, is it Tiff's Cookie Treat Shop, whatever the case is. Y'all know, y'all, they got the best cookies, all right? The point is, y'all, is that they'll know exactly where you're going, where you eat dinner at, all these things. And so this is why they are concerned about you. They are anxious about what you have going on because you can't be calculated. And they're trying their best to calculate you, all right? They trying their best, y'all. Tiff's Cookie Treat Shop, all right? Whatever. All right, moving on to the next one, y'all. Number 3, distance. All right, distance. You have now distanced yourself, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I had somebody in my comments, and maybe they watching this video, but they was like, hey, Reno, am I wrong for distancing myself, and isolating myself from friends and family, right? And I basically told them, no, you're not wrong. Now, if you knew that these people didn't do anything wrong to you, then you're still not wrong. However, why burn a bridge, right? We don't burn no bridges for, no reason, right? This is part of playing chess. But, I mention this because when you are distancing from people or a person, as long as it is with intention. All right, somebody drop that word in the comments, y'all. Intention. As long as it is with intention, then you cool. We good. Why? Because anything that you are intentional about, you will get some type of result, okay? And you can be fully accountable for the result that you get, all right? Because you did it with intentions, all right? So, for example, if you step on somebody's shoe with bad intentions and it was intentional, okay, then if that person punched you in your face, you got to take accountability because you did it with intentions. Guess what? If you intentionally stacked up your money, to get to, I don't know, if you are intentionally saving up $500, for 20 weeks, then guess what? Once you get to 10K, you got to clap it up for yourself because you were intentional about saving money. Guess what? You got that result. Makes sense of what I'm saying, y'all? And so what that simply means is, going back to the case in point, when you are distancing yourself from people, as long as it is intentional, then we good. And so when you have distanced yourself, people will begin to show concern, right? They will begin to, show how anxious they are. Now, I want to say this, y'all. It is some people who will show genuine concern because let's just be real. Real friends care about, what you are doing. So if you got a real friend, y'all, this right here probably is for you. Okay. Real friends will check up on you. Real family members will check up on you, not trying to get in your business so they can go out here and run like Usain Bolt to go tell the next man or woman. Okay, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about real friends who care about, have you ate? Are you sleeping well? Did you get some rest today? All these type of things, y'all. Those are real friends. And so, when you begin to distance yourself, you are basically separating from the pack. All right, you are separating from the pack. Family, in order to do anything great in this world, it's going to take some type of separation. In order for you to move up in this world, it's going to take some type of separation. And in order for you to elevate yourself, all right, just as a whole, just you, personal development, it's going to take some type of separation. Because listen, y'all, you can't make $100,000 with people who have $20 mindsets, right? With people who have $20 mindsets. Man, it's only $5. Man, it's only $2, man. Go ahead and spend it. We're gonna get it back anyway, right? And so the whole point, y'all, is of what I'm saying is that when it comes to distance, people are going to get very concerned, very anxious, very itchy, okay? Because they don't know what you're doing. See, they probably are used to seeing where you stay at, seeing who you stay with, right? You probably used to be in their pockets, all right? Or you was connected to them in some way, shape, or form, but people begin to get a little itchy when that distance is involved. Distance is powerful, y'all. Distance is powerful, especially when they, play on you being up so close on them. All right, especially when the person played on that, when you was always up and personal with them. Yeah, y'all, they played on that, but that distance, it causes them to not be able to play on that. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? But anyway, moving on to the next one, y'all, is going to be number 4, and that is your happiness, okay? That is your happiness. People will be concerned because you are happy. I know it's crazy, y'all, but they will. Oh, you smiling a little too much. What you smiling for? What you laughing for? What you got going on? Right? Y'all, people are just going to it's weird, but people will sit back and look at you and find a way to frown at your smile. All right? Y'all remember what is it, y'all? On Lottery Ticket, okay, when she was so happy, Bow Wow grandmama was so happy, okay? Samaj came in there. He was like, what you got going on? You ain't laughed this much, or you ain't smiled this much. It was something that she had did back in the day. But the point is that Samaj, why she can't laugh? Why she can't smile? Why it gotta be something just because I'm happy? Why? Why you question my happiness? People get concerned with your happiness. People get concerned and anxious, with you smiling so much, y'all. This is a real thing. I'm going to say this. I'm going to add this to it. I was dating a young lady, y'all, when I was in school. And this right here wasn't no long thing, right? It was like only like a month or 2 months, right? I don't even think it was a month, y'all. I don't think it was 2 months. I think it was like a month. And so I ain't trying to toot my own horn or nothing, y'all, but when I came into her life, I was like the light in her life. I was that light in her life, and she just was so happy. We would go out and stuff like that. She was like really, really happy. Once again, y'all, I get it. I ain't saying I'm Denzel Washington, right? But, your boy I was kind of fly. But the point is that she was very happy when I came into her life. And, she went back home to unhappiness. And then I think her sister was like, what you smiling so much for? Why you laughing so much for? And then her sister just started putting bad things in her ear about me. Here's the thing, y'all. She didn't know me from a can of paint. She didn't even know me, right? She didn't even know me. But she knew the spirit of happiness. And with her being unhappy, looking at her sister be happy, come on, you think I'm really going to support that? This is why the 48 Laws of Power says, listen, family, you have to avoid the unlucky and avoid the unhappy. Let me say it once again, y'all. Avoid the unlucky and avoid the unhappy. Reno, why is that? Because the unhappy don't understand why somebody else is happy, right? And this is a sign of selfishness too, okay? And then also the unlucky, carry this bad cloud and bad energy around them. This is why you have to avoid the unlucky and avoid the unhappy. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? But getting back to the point, y'all, your happiness, all right, is everything. People will get concerned with you. If you was normally, the type of person who was always sad, despondent, a crybaby, or you just sit down in the house and just sit down, and then you got people who want to fake like they trying to help you out. Come on, just go ahead and go outside or something. Try to do something for yourself. It's okay. I got your back. And as soon as you get happy, why are you so happy? What's going on? They get real concerned and anxious. All right. And so this is why they want to know what it is that's making you so happy, so they can attack that very thing. Okay, this right here is a real thing, y'all. Somebody probably going through it right now. Y'all are probably going through it right now. But anyway, getting to the next one, y'all, which is the last one. That is number 5, family. They don't have a life, all right? They don't have a life. And so the main people who this goes out to, y'all, is people who act happy but really ain't happy. Right? People who act happy but really ain't happy. Okay? They sit back and act as if they got this going on, and sit back and act as if, I'm always busy. I got to go over here to the bank tomorrow. Then I got to hang out with my friends. These are people who you call delusional. You know you ain't got no life. You know you are miserable. You know you are unhappy. You're very unlucky. But you wanna be so concerned about my life and so anxious with my life, and you want me to believe that you have a life. You don't have a life, right? You don't have a life. This is what I'm talking about, family, okay? People who are concerned with you and your every step, anxious with you and your every step, those individuals don't have a life. Don't be confused, because they'll have you tripping. Like, I ain't worried about you. I ain't stunned you. Now I got a life. You don't got no life. You don't have one. And so I need y'all to understand that don't get confused with people who are trying to gaslight you, people who are trying to manipulate you and make you feel as if you are the one tripping, because you're not. You're not tripping, y'all. This is why they are so concerned. Family, do y'all think Jay-Z is concerned about what his friends got going on? Do y'all think Beyonce is concerned about what her friends got going on? Okay, it's not to say they don't care about their friends, but they are not concerned about the life that they are living, unless they are like hurting themselves or doing drugs or, of course, stuff like that, right? I would hope they real friends, but I'm just saying, y'all, people who are happy with what they have going on, they are not concerned about other people. They're not worried about why they happy. They're not worried about why you have peace and I don't. They're not worried about why you so lucky and I'm not. That is poverty mindset. That's poverty behavior, poverty mindset, all right? And so with that being said, y'all, I hate to, drag this on, but this is why they are concerned and anxious with you, okay? And so we're going to go ahead and do a recap, y'all, and then we'll conclude this video. So number one, y'all, unusual responses. You're not answering the questions the same. You're beginning to talk different. You're beginning to act different. You even beginning to walk different, okay? Number two, you can't be calculated. People are trying to keep up with your routine, your pattern, and your habits, and it's not working for them, y'all. Sorry. Number four, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Number three, distance. This right here is a big one, especially when people are so used to you being up under them, being up under their spell. Oh, man. This going to be another video, okay? But anyway, people being up under, like people are used to you being up under them, y'all. And now you starting to set them that distance. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Number four, your happiness. It's sad, family, that when we are happy, people question that and people try to ruin that. That's sad. And number five, y'all, is going to be they don't have a life. Once again, y'all, these are your people who act happy. These are your people who act like they, having so much fun and act like they ain't worried about you. These be the same folks and people who are trying to stop you from being happy. Okay, but with that being said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and conclude this video. If y'all would like to purchase any one of these Yes Sir t-shirts, book a one-on-one session with me, purchase any one of my books, or enroll into my social influence course, listen, y'all can click the link inside my description to get access to all of that, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish your book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments, social influence. If you want to build up your social influence, click that link in the bio and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.